what's up? You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. If today is the first time here, you are definitely welcome. Please do want to hit on subscribe button before you leave, and also give this video a very big thumbs up at the end if you enjoyed it. Okay guys, there are a lot of things bothering my mind right now, and I think I want to start off with the very important one before I move over to the part where we get to laugh and just be happy about ourselves. Okay, now the first thing I'd like to talk to you guys about is this whole Funke Akindele saga. I know a lot of you know who she is, but for the benefit of those who do not know, Funke Akindele is a Nollywood actress here, and she's also the brain behind Jennifer's Diary. I know a lot of you can relate to that movie because it was everywhere and it had a lot of morals and all that. Now bear in mind, Funke has been one to stay away from any social media brouhaha. She's never found in any drama. You would never just find her in stuff like this. Okay, so it's really heartbreaking that all of this is happening at the same time. Now let me backtrack it a little bit so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, on Saturday, Funke celebrated her husband's birthday by throwing a party that had a good number of people attend, and this kind of raised a lot of eyebrows because people were like, Funke, there's self-isolation, there's quarantine, you know, the whole pandemic and everybody just being locked down, and you still have the guts to throw a party. I actually saw the videos myself and I was just like, Funke, why would you do something like this, knowing fully well your reputation and your status? Funke is an ambassador for Dettol Nigeria, and she has helped them, you know, pass messages across on how to stay safe and all of that. Now in the midst of this whole pandemic, Dettol Nigeria partnered with NCDC to pass a message across to the masses, and Funke was the face they used for that advert, you know, because she was telling us how to wash our hands, you know, how to stay safe, you know, self-isolate and all of that stuff. Bear in mind, I get a text message from NCDC every single day giving me tips on how to stay safe. You know, I should be in my room, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't do this. So they are actually out there to make sure that this whole situation is contained. But it's so unfortunate that the face they had to use for this advert is someone who went ahead to throw a birthday party that had well over 20 something people in attendance, and this got Nigerians talking. Social media was on fire, Twitter was on fire. In fact, Twitter was a no-go area because guys, they legit just butchered the lady. I feel like they've been waiting for her to just mess up so that they can treat her fuck up. And guys, let me tell you, they treated her fuck up. They were like, she's very irresponsible, she's someone who is not practicing what she preaches, she's this, she's that. In fact, let me read some of the tweets for you guys so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so this particular tweet says, what Funke Akindele and her husband did was highly irresponsible. I expected both of them to know better. How can you organize a house party with so many people in attendance at this time when social distancing is very important? It is really disappointing. Another one says, Funke Akindele and her husband should be arrested this morning. See the crowd at Funke Akindele's party with Naira Marley in attendance, Eniola Badmus, and people who just barely returned from the UK. This is the height of irresponsibility. Now the one that particularly got to me was this person's tweet. He said, Sydney pranked us and he got away with it. If the government doesn't arrest everyone that attended that Funke Akindele's house party, maybe everyone should just go back to their normal lives and let the virus kill all of us. I mean, at the end of the day, what is the essence of this whole lockdown when people who should know better are still out there throwing parties, you know, drinking wine and eating chicken? It doesn't even make any sense because a lot of us are actually bored. A lot of people are becoming depressed because there are some people that cannot stay in a confined zone for a long time. People like me, I'm losing my mind, but then people will not know that. But I'm doing all of these things for my own safety, for my own good. Now, if someone who made a video that was actually published to the whole world to see, is actually throwing a party, then there's a problem. It just means that some people don't take these things serious. They just feel like, oh, the virus is just a social media thing. People are just making an unnecessary fuss about it. But that's not the point. This is a serious matter. People are being affected. Now, if you claim that you do not know anybody that this has affected one-on-one, guys, you need to use Chioma as a yardstick, because I mentioned to you guys in one of my videos that Chioma's result came out positive. So this is actually serious and we need to be careful. You know, Twitter was actually blowing up, like, oh my god, I felt so bad for her because Funke is not really one to, you know, be found in things like this. You barely find her in any social media wahala. She tries her best to stay away from things like this, but it's so sad that it had to come up to this. And let me tell you guys, her husband JJC, who actually was the one celebrating birthday, was the one that made things worse, because instead of him to just shut up and apologize for what they did wrong, he was there insulting people and making it worse. And people were like, no, this guy is saying rubbish, this guy is being rude about this whole thing. He kept on ranting and insulting people on social media, which didn't make sense to a lot of people, and this actually prompted Funke Akindele to making a video explaining herself. So she made that video yesterday, I think towards afternoon, because the whole social media was all about Funke Akindele and how she needs to be arrested and how irresponsible she is. And in that video she was trying to explain to us that yes, she accepts her wrong. That was like the first thing I really loved about that video. She wasn't out there to say, oh, I'm right, oh, you people are saying rubbish. No, she actually mentioned to us that she wasn't here to defend herself. In fact, that she takes responsibility for everything that happened, but at the end of the day, we still have a right to know what happened, you know. So she went on to say that the people who attended the birthday party were people that were already in Amen Estate. Now, for those of you who do not know, Funke lives in Amen Estate and she has her scene1 studios there in Amen Estate. They have their sets there and all of that. So apparently they were working on a project before the lockdown was announced, which prompted some people to stay back and just continue on the project instead of going home and then coming back to start all over. A lot of them, including Naira Marley, opted to stay back at scene1 studios, you know, work on the production while the lockdown is ongoing and all of that stuff. Yeah, so they decided, okay, since we're here, let us throw the party. And the party was just held amongst themselves. You know, it wasn't like, oh, an external person came from outside Amen Estate and, you know, came to party with them. According to her, that was what she said. You know, but then people were like, how can you say something like that? And Yola Badmus recently got back from the UK and she refused to isolate. So why are you saying that no external person came into the house? And Yola Badmus is also a Nollywood actress, but she does more of Yoruba movies and all of that, yeah? But then the entirety of her message was just that nobody else came in from outside Amen Estate, that the people who attended were the people that were already at scene1 studios and all of that, and that the mistake she actually made was having the videos and pictures get to social media, because if they hadn't gotten to social media, then we probably wouldn't have even heard about the party. And the reality of this whole thing is social media can either make or destroy you, because the whole opera on social media and everything attracted a problem for her. Now the next thing we heard was that Funke Akindele was arrested by officials from Panti, and you guys know that Panti is that station where you just don't want to go to. I mean, it's just that one place you don't want to go. You can go to all these other prisons and all these other places around though, but you see that Panti, I don't know where it is. I don't want to know where it is. I don't want to know what it looks like, because guys, that place is a deadly place. And the officials that came to arrest Funke Akindele in her house yesterday actually came from Panti. So at this point, I'm really scared for her. Like, I'm so scared for her, because I mean, at the end of the day, she made a mistake, but then it's a costly mistake. A part of me actually wants to pity her, because she's not one to just, you know, look for trouble knowingly. But then again, nobody's above the law. And if they leave this whole thing to slide, it would almost seem to the whole world that Nigeria is a joke, even though me, I know that the country is a joke normally. At this point, I really don't know what to think anymore. And the last thing she actually tweeted on her page was, I pray I survived this, I'm so broken. And she tweeted this around 7:58, so I'm guessing it was shortly before she was arrested, because she was actually arrested yesterday evening or night, I'm not even sure. But then this whole tweet has to be because of the whole reality that has dawned on her, and it's just really painful. See, sometimes we need to just take caution, no matter how little. Even if she had thrown this party now and did not put on social media, nobody will know. She'll just coordinate the people there. If they want to catch the virus, that's their business. But then nobody would have known about it. Nobody will crucify her on social media. So you need to be really careful what you put out on social media, because right now, all these things happening to her is as a result of a single post or like 2 posts that, you know, made it to social media. And her husband is just so annoying. To me, I feel like they should have just arrested her husband and just left Funke, because she was trying to make everything work. But he was there acting as if, no, he's the only one that can be angry. He's the only one that can tweet. He's the only one that can respond. It doesn't make any sense. They should have just arrested both of them. But then there was a funny tweet I saw that said they came to arrest the madam, the rest of them are workers. Are you saying that her husband too is a worker? Like, I'm tired of Nigerians. I'm just tired. Someone says, really, it is not fair. I follow her snaps every day. Those people have been in her house for weeks now. Nobody saw that until there was a party. Jealousy will not ruin some people before their time. Now another one says, I feel for her. This should be a lesson to all. Not all things should make it to social media. They can make or mar you. This person just repeated my entire point. Now this one says she should have known the implications before. No one is above the law. This will serve others a good lesson. This one says it's a pity, though no one is above the law, but people frowned at the party while your husband was ranting and insulting people, thinking he is above the law. They could have just arrested him and left Funke. Wow, this person is actually on the same page with me. To cap it all up, this morning, the Town Nigeria actually took to social media to make an announcement. They said, we have been made aware through social media that Funke Akindele recently, acting in her personal capacity, had a celebration which is against a caution to the public on social distancing during the COVID-19 pandemic. The NCDC partnered with Dettol on a public service message to educate our communities about preventive measures against COVID-19. Funke is not a brand ambassador of the NCDC. Now they just came to clear things up that Funke is just an ambassador of Dettol and not NCDC, because there were a lot of posts flying around saying how can Funke an ambassador for Dettol and NCDC. So they just came out here to clear up the fact that she's just an ambassador for Dettol and not an ambassador for NCDC. I don't even see the use of this post if you ask me, but oh well, she has been arrested now, and I really pray that this whole thing is resolved. But then that husband, let me just leave it like that. Now moving on to the fun aspect of this video, guys. I remember telling you yesterday that Ubi frankly will not let his mouth stay one place. It is Tacha he sought to use as specimen on his live show with Mercy AK. You know, he was there saying Tacha this, Tacha that. I did not want to see Tacha in the house. And you know, all the while he was saying these things and all the while I was making my video, I was just going through Tacha's page like, is Tacha sleeping? This is so unlike Tacha. Like, something has to happen, because you cannot just start calling out the girl like that and she'll let it slide. And just like I thought, because my babe, no, they fuck up. Tacha, no, they fuck up, okay? She came out. She had an Instagram live yesterday where she categorically called Ubi Franklin a moron. Yes, a big moron. See guys, I'm not even here to tell you what Tacha said. I'm here to show you what Tacha said, so that you can listen for yourself and have an idea, and then I'll be right back, okay?
Now you'd use it, you would try to exhaust it, because that's what you do, and you're an opportunist. But please, in all of the lies that you tell, do not, I repeat, do not open your mouth to say that you got Tacha deals, because you got Tacha absolutely nothing. I have never met you before. I sent you a DM once, and like I said, it was a business proposal. You take it or you leave it, and you left it, and that's it. And I got into the house and I came out and I'm popping without you. So move on. Big Brother is over, move on. Before Big Brother is over, move on. Pay your debt. Take care of your kids. Why you people laughing in this live? Why are you people laughing here? Why you people laugh? No, seriously. And I really hope and I wish that women will support each other. Women will support each other, because if women support each other, a moron such as Ubi Franklin will not wake up from his rented apartment and talk to me. He will not. He will not. He will not. How so much of a man are you, and you have me, a 24 years old, 23rd December 1995. It's Tacha you talk about every day, behind closed doors, outside. You talk about Tacha, and I'm 24.
Guys, at this point, yeah, I'm just like, see, there's some people you should not just call their name anyhow. Tacha is trying her best to mind her business. The girl does not want wahala. But if you say you want wahala, she's ready for you. Don't get it twisted. I don't want wahala, no mean say if you find wahala, come and no give you. She gets him. So Ubi was the one that went and looked for it. So everything he got, he deserved it. Serves him right, in my opinion. Serves him right. There's some people that if you want to say something about them, it is better to say it to them. Don't say it to somebody else. Like, no, it's not going to work. I've watched a good number of this live show on Instagram, and there was never a time he left the person he was talking with and started talking about another person. It was only in this Mercy's case, which actually made a lot of people say it was a conspiracy on both Ubi's part and Mercy's part, that they both agreed to stylishly shade Tacha. But I don't want to believe that, because I mentioned to you people that all the while Ubi was saying those things, yeah, Mercy just kept on saying, because the girl does not want to holla. Enough of the fight already. Like, Ubi should have just let this whole thing slide. But no, when your mouth they scratch you, you don't know when you go talk past your mouth, and that's exactly what Obi did. And Tacha, a 24-year-old girl, someone that is old enough to be your younger sister, came and washed you in public. That's your fault. I'm sorry, that's your fault. I cannot defend you, I cannot speak for you, in fact, everything you got, you deserved. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about Tacha's response. Do you think she said too much? Personally, I don't think she said too much, because you cannot now be insulting me and I'll keep quiet when I have things to insult you back with. It's not possible. Me. Anyways, that's all the gist I have for you guys in today's video. If you enjoyed watching it, please don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Like I always say, I have another channel where I post my vlogs and just my daily lifestyle and all of that. So if you'd like to check that out, kindly click on the link in the description bar. I'll leave it there for you guys to access my channel easily. Let me know what you think about this whole Funke Akindele saga. Do you think the government is doing too much? Do you think she did too much? Like, let me know what you think. Let's have a conversation in the comment section, because I live for your comments. Alright, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.